All right, Lux, this is 4th grade math. We are doing lesson 84 on page 539. Today we are talking decimal numbers. Decimal numbers to what, Raina?
To thousand.
To the thousandths place, yep. So we've done tenths, we've done hundredths, and now we're going to do thousandths. All right, in investigation 4, we practiced writing fractions with a denominator of 10 as decimal numbers with 1 decimal place. Okay? What does denominator mean?
The number you're dividing by.
Well, just straight up, what is denominator? What is a denominator?
It's when you divide?
No. What is a denominator? What's a denominator?
What was it called? The part over.
No. The bottom number of a fraction is the denominator. The bottom number of the fraction is the denominator, okay? That means how many whole pieces do we have? How many total pieces? That's our denominator. So if 10 is the denominator, how many pieces total do we have?
10.
10 pieces. And if we have the denominator 7 out of 10, how would I read that as a fraction? 7 tenths. How would I write that as a decimal point? Raina.
0.7.
Yep, decimal point 7, because we read this number as 7 tenths because this is the tenths place. 7 tenths. Okay? We also can write fractions with a denominator of 100. If I have 12 100ths, how many pieces total have I split something into?
100.
How many total pieces? I've split it into 100 pieces. How many pieces do I have?
12.
12 is my part. Now, how would I write that as a as a decimal, Tacey?
0.12.
Yep. Because this is the hundredths place. This is the tenths. This is the hundredths. So I read that number as 12 hundredths. And I say hundredths because my last number in my decimal is in the hundredths place. Okay? So we can also write fractions with a decimal of 1,000. Now, normally when I write a number 1,000, I put a comma in there. When I'm writing it as a fraction, I don't do a comma. Okay? And I have 125 thousandths. How many pieces do I have split it up into? 1,000. And I have how many pieces out of 1,000? 125. Now, how would I write that as a decimal?
0.125.
Yep. That is 125 thousandths. In each of these, I say the number that I've written, 7, and then whatever place value it has, that's what I say, tenths. This is the number 12. The last number is in the hundredths place, so I say 12 hundredths. I say 125 thousandths because my last place value is thousandths. Okay? All right. All right, example 1 says write that number as a decimal. This fraction, whoops. Read that number for me, Casey.
375 1,000.
We wouldn't say 1,000ths. We would say, because it's 375 1,000ths. That's not right. We would say 375 thousandths. How would I write it as a decimal?
30.375.
Yep. 375 thousandths. Okay? All right. Raina, read that number for me.
625,000.
625 thousandths. How would I write that as a fraction? Raina.
625 and then the line and then 1,000.
Yep.
What do you call the line?
Fraction bar, division, or fraction line, fraction bar. Okay, 625, or you would just read it 625 over 1,000 would be 625 thousandths. Casey, read this number.
3 and 125 thousandths.
3 and 125 thousandths. How am I going to write that as a fraction? It's a mixed number, right? How many whole do I have?
3.
3, so I would write a full size
And
3.
then you put 125 fraction bar and 1,000.
Yep. 3 and then 125 over 1,000. Good. That is the lesson. Pretty easy today. Hang on one second though. Nope, I got to do something.
Oh, okay. I got the juicy one. Yeah, it is.
All right, I have two numbers here. Which one is the bigger number? First one or second one?
First.
Raina?
The bigger number?
Yep. Which one would be more?
625.
Do you agree, Tacy?
No.
Okay.
But 325 is divided into less pieces, so it would be a bigger fraction.
Right.
But 600.
So when we're looking to compare numbers, the first thing we have to look at is the denominator. Is the denominator the same?
Yes.
Yes. So we know it is split up into the same amount of pieces. I don't want a blue line. Okay? So it's split up into the same amount of pieces. Both of them have 1,000 pieces. So then I can look. If I had something split into 1,000 pieces, if I had, I don't know, let's say money, I had $1,000.
Oh.
Would I want 625 of those dollars, or would I want 325 of those dollars?
625.
Right. Okay. If the denominator is the same, then the bigger number is the bigger fraction. All right. Pretty simple lesson today. Lesson practice is A through J. Go ahead and do that on the back of your Power Up. Lux, you can just show me yours when you get back. And then do your written practice.